Hello, I am so glad you can join me today. If you're new to this channel, welcome. If you've been here before, welcome back. Today I am making you a nice, juicy, delicious, melt in your mouth chicken sandwich. And I hope you guys are hungry, you guys are ready for this. So let's get started. First thing I have here is some chicken breasts. I have 3 chicken breasts that we're going to use today, and this is going to give me about 6 sandwiches. But what I'm going to do is, from my chicken breast is already nice and clean, I'm going to take my knife and I'm going to divide the chicken in half. So we're going to cut it in half. Okay guys, there we go. So we have 6 pieces of chicken here, and the reason I cut it in half is because the chicken breast is nice and thick, so we don't want it that thick because we want it to be able to cook evenly, so we cut it in half. Okay, now I'm going to show you what to do next. Now we're going to take I have a piece of plastic on here, and I'm going to put another piece of plastic on here, and I'm going to kind of beat it down a little bit, make it a little bit thinner. So I'm going to beat this down a little bit, guys, but you know, I come from this is not a mallet to beat it with, but I'm going to use this for now. You can use anything that you have. You know, my people from my island say if you don't have horse, you ride cow. I don't know if some of you understand what that means. If you don't have one thing, you use a different thing. Okay, so we beat it down, make it a little thin. Let me do this over here. So we made our chicken a little thin. This is good. So this is our pieces right here that we are going to make our chicken sandwiches with. So in the meantime, let me just set this aside for a couple minutes so I can go on to the next step and show you exactly what we're gonna do. Everything is steps, steps, steps. Steps are not hard, but they're steps. Okay, so now let's go on to our next step. In this bowl here, I have 2 cups of buttermilk. To this buttermilk, I'm gonna add 1 egg. 1 egg we're gonna add to the buttermilk. Over here, I have 1 teaspoon of salt, 1 teaspoon of black pepper, 1 teaspoon of garlic powder, 1 teaspoon of onion powder, and 2 tablespoons of hot sauce. You can use any hot sauce you want, but it's 2 tablespoons of hot sauce. Put that all in there because we're making a spicy chicken, guys. Spicy, spicy. Okay, so then we're gonna go in and we're gonna beat this up a little bit and break up our eggs. Or egg, not eggs, egg. But if you do not like eggs, just don't put the eggs in, okay? So once we mix this up well, everything is combined, the next thing I'm gonna do is take my chicken pieces and we're gonna marinate them. We're gonna put them in here, make sure everything is soaked in well in there. Put it all in, guys. Make sure it all goes in. Very good. And you make sure your chicken is soaking nicely in there. Let me wash my hand and then I'll be back. Okay. So once you make your marinade and you put your chicken in here to soak, what you're gonna do is you're gonna cover this. And again, you're gonna put this down to marinate. So you're gonna put it in the refrigerator for a couple hours, 8 hours, overnight. It's up to you, but the longer you put it in, all those nice flavors are gonna soak into your chicken. So when you're ready for chicken, it's gonna be nice and yummy. and tasty when you're ready to eat it, okay? So I'm gonna put this down to marinate, and we're gonna go on to our next step. Guys, it is time to go on to our next step of making these juicy chicken sandwiches. Okay, in this bowl, I have 2 cups of flour in here. Now, this is cornstarch, and when you add cornstarch to your chicken, to your flour, so when you're gonna fry, it makes it nice and crispy and crunchy, okay? And that's what we're looking for. So this is 1.5 cups of cornstarch. I'm gonna add to that. I also have over here a tablespoon of baking powder. I'm gonna add that in there. This is 1 teaspoon of onion powder, 1 teaspoon of garlic powder, 1 teaspoon of black pepper, 1 teaspoon of chili peppers. This is really good. It has a smoky taste. It's really good. I like it. And I forgot the salt. And guys, I almost forgot the salt, and 1 teaspoon of salt. Okay, so we put all these in here, and make sure you mix it up well to make sure everything is combined nicely. Very good. Next thing I'm gonna do, guys, now we have our over here excuse me over here I have my chicken that we marinated a little while ago. So now we're gonna take this chicken and you're going to shake all the excess liquid from that, and then you're going to put that in your flour, and you're going to make sure you cover it like really well. Make sure all over is covered. Every little nut and cranny is covered nicely, so make sure you have enough flour in here. So when you cover that nicely, you shake all the excess flour off. You're gonna just have a tray like this and just lay it on your tray, okay? So I'm gonna go in again with the other hand since this one has the flour on it. Put that in there, and I'm gonna do the same thing, and I'm gonna do it for all of them. Just make sure that when you put the flour on, that you pat it down and make sure that it goes all over the top and the bottom. You have enough in there. In the meantime, as soon as I'm finished this, what we're gonna do is we're gonna go on and we're gonna put our oil on to heat up. Okay guys, now you can check your oil by putting a little bit of flour in there to see if the oil is hot. You can also drop a little bit of water, but stand back to make sure you don't get burned. Or you can have if you have a thermometer, go ahead and use a thermometer to test if your oil is hot enough, okay? I know my oil is hot, so I am gonna go ahead and drop that chicken in. Just be careful when you're dropping your chicken in that you're not burning yourself. This pan is big enough to hold 2, so I am gonna put 2 pieces in, let that brown, and then we're gonna come back. Okay guys, so this is the chicken, what it looks like here. I think this is ready to take out. And when you take your chicken out, you just make sure you just shake off as much as the oil as you can. And then you have the pan over here that you're gonna put the pan on, the chicken on, so the rest of the oil can drip out from there. And the air circulates and go all around, okay? So now I'm gonna put some more chicken in here. Let me add a couple more pieces. Okay. Okay guys, so let's finish up our last piece of chicken here. And this is it. Now guys, let's go on and start assembling this sandwich. Chicken is all done and it looks nice and delicious and juicy. Look over here, guys. This is our chicken that we're going to assemble right now. So let me show you exactly how I plan on assembling this. First, we need a sauce. We need a sauce to go on top of our bread. First, we have our bread over here and it's nice and toasted. Make sure you toast your bread. It's nice and toasted. Then I have some mayo here. I'm gonna put some mayo in here. Not a lot in this bottle, but that's good for now. To my mayo, I'm gonna add a little bit of ketchup. Not a lot, just a little bit. And to that, I add a little bit of mustard in my bowl. A little bit of mustard. Okay, guys. And now we're going to combine that together, mix it up. And this is our sauce. This is how we make our sauce. Very simple, very easy, and very tasty. Okay? So once you combine that and mix that up well, the next thing that I'm gonna do is I am going to put a little of that on my sandwich. Here we go. So you put a little bit on the bottom, or this is the top of the sandwich, so it's at the top, and a little bit on the bottom. Put as much as you want or as little as you want. So now let's assemble. So now I have some lettuce over here. We're gonna take some lettuce and we're gonna put some lettuce on our sandwich, just like that. And we're gonna take a piece of tomato, put a piece of tomato on there like that. And then we have some pickles. We take a few pickles. But do you like pickles, guys, on your sandwich? I do. You put some pickles on there. And then we're gonna take, which one should we take? Eeny, meeny, miny, mo? Huh? Eeny, meeny, miny, mo. Okay. So we take one of our chicken here and put it up here. And then we take our bread right here and we put it on top. And I present you a nice, juicy sandwich. You can go anywhere to any fast food restaurant and you can buy a nice sandwich. It probably wouldn't be as good as this because once you make it, it's always better. Okay? So, since this have tomato on it, I'm not going to taste it because I don't really like tomatoes. But I have some person in this house that love tomatoes. And that's my husband, Charles. So I'm going to call him right now to taste this for me so that he can tell you what it tastes like. Charles! Hey guys, so I want Charles to taste this sandwich and tell you exactly what it tastes like. Go ahead.
Oh,
how does that look?
Oh, that's really good.
It does, doesn't it? Go ahead. Give it a try. Could you hear the crunch, guys? I could hear the crunch from the chicken. Could you hear the crunch?
That is really good.
It's good?
Mm-hmm.
Do you like it?
Oh, yeah, I like it very much.
Yes.
It's good.
Okay, that's lunch.
You gotta do more of these.
I have more. Go ahead, go eat.
I mean, I know you do the other chicken, but this one is really good.
It's good, isn't it? It's good.
You put your foot in this one?
I put my foot in that one. Guys, see how easy it is to make yourself a nice juicy sandwich? This was fun, and I hope you have fun making some for your family as well. Let the kids help you make it. Just be careful with the oil. Guys, don't forget to share, like, subscribe, and leave me a comment. I love to read your comments. Until next time, bye-bye.